Are we, are, are we
Okay.
live yet? Are we live yet? Can we hear us? I can hear me. How about
Yes.
you?
Yes. They can hear us. Hello, everyone. What?
Okay.
Oh,
I was my listening face. I was listening
oh
to you
yeah.
correctly.
Jay told me about his new Lego set too, and I want one. And I feel like you and I both should get one, and
You
we
should.
all three put them together
That
because
that
it's
would be
fucking
fun.
amazing.
I don't know how he got it like a couple days early. It's not supposed to release until the first.
I saw it
Is
at Best Buy on Friday.
really?
I almost bought
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Hello,
Well,
everyone. Hi, Bear. Hi, Boo
hey
Boo.
bear.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waking Up. Yay. Sean is under the weather. Actually, Sean is pseudo high right now because you want to tell him the story? You want to tell him the story? No?
So I woke up this morning and couldn't swallow. Um, of course, yes. And so I was like, no, that's the first sign I'm getting sick. It's always the throat. And
You can't, you got to make sure you say when they go in. That way it doesn't
oh,
hurt.
that's what
That's the
happens.
key.
My,
But you
my
know what?
medulla
Good on you.
oblongata.
Good on you being with somebody that can make your back of the throat hurt. Good
Right?
job. I know.
Yeah, I know it's impressive. I got
We're,
one
we're,
sentence into my story.
oh,
Um,
by the way, in case you're new here, I'm Anna. This is Sean.
so
All right. Now talk about how. Hi,
okay,
Asta.
hey Asta.
Let's talk about how you are.
So I was like, okay, I'm sick. I need to get at least some sort of medication in me to deal with this because podcast and life and whatnot. So I went in and got my
What
basket
life?
of. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Got my basket of sick medications that I keep in the other bathroom. I'm barely awake at this point. I'm sick and barely awake. So I grabbed the bottle of Nyquil. I know it was Nyquil. I grab the bottle, take a shot of Nyquil. I'm like, all right, I'm good now. I can start my day. And then I happened to look at the bottle in my hand, and it was in fact Nyquil, but it was the nighttime Nyquil, not the daytime. I mean, I figured
And
they're
I
pretty
was
much the
like,
same.
Sean, they are two different colors for a fucking reason.
But in the dark, all colors look the same.
And without your glasses, old man,
That is also true.
turn on the light and put on your glasses. God
Nah,
damn it.
I needed something on my
So
throat.
of course he has that on top of his regular medication and top of
Uh-huh.
caffeine. He is basically on meth. So
Good.
here we go.
It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. We can do this. We're gonna
Oh,
charge.
it's gonna be a fun time. Getting the double
Is it?
amount off. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that sucks. I hate that.
I know it sucks.
Mm.
I would turn off the subscription, but I sort of need that extra $50 a month. So
Yeah,
sorry, guys.
it matters. It does matter.
That 50 bucks is like, groceries. That's a
Yeah.
meal. That's a gas tank. That's a tank of gas. So sorry. I mean, I love you guys as much as I would like to turn off the subscription.
Yeah,
I
you
worked
need it.
really
You
hard
need it.
for that too. I worked really hard to be affiliate. So, I mean, I love you guys. Stretch. Oh my God.
Oh,
For real though,
Ooh.
honestly, I've been working out. I've been, I don't know, because of the stress, the cortisol has made me like get all puffy and gain weight. So I've been like trying to work like the muscles, and I'm getting stronger.
Mhm.
But of course, cortisol makes your fat all stubborn.
It
Awesome.
does.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm all right. I'm stressed out.
But I made Chloe the other day. I was like, because I had done upper body, and I was like, Chloe, just grab this arm. And I have a tendency to get knots right here in my bicep, so
Mm-hmm.
I can't move my arm, and it's hard for me to hold on things. So I was like, Chloe, I need you to stretch out my arm. She goes, how? I said, literally just grab my arm and pull
Well,
and just
yeah,
move around. And she's like, really? I was like, it's as hard as you want. And she goes,
you
because
gave
I
her
mean,
permission.
she's like, 50 pounds soaking wet. I mean, she weighs more than that, but I mean, she's not gonna like pull my arm out of socket. So she's like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, give the child permission to do violence. That's fine. Twitch is a bite. I know it
Yes.
is. Okay, so let's get this over with. Our disclaimer. So here on Waking Up, we are not here to bash anyone's faith or religion. We think faith and religion are beautiful things when done in an mentally and emotionally healthy manner. We are not licensed professionals on this show. We are not therapists. We are not counselors. We are not certified in anything other than, being fucked up. And so please, anything said on this show is our own comments, our own experiences, our own opinions. This is not any type of advice. This is just us talking about our mental health journey, what works for us, et cetera, and so forth. But if you do need professional help, we do have resources and information that we can give you that can get you in touch with real mental health professionals that can get you the help that you need. So that's you can contact us on our socials. It's at NerdMomAce or at Dorian Sombra, or even on our Team AOA Discord. We will be happy to help you with that. And trust me, especially like here in the United States, 988, that help saves lives. I can tell you that from personal experience. So yes, so Sean and I, our Waking Up is about our religious trauma. Sean and I grew up in the Carolinas, which in the 90s, which was prime Billy Graham time, and we grew up Southern Baptist, which for those of you who don't know is a conservative evangelical denomination of the Protestant Christian faith here in the United States. It's sort of all over the world, but so yeah, we're traumatized.
We are. James Dobson, Billy Graham, evangelical fundamentalism. It has done a number on us.
But I mean, our podcast has evolved past that, but it definitely has a religious stand to it. That is so. Here we are. Talking about our shit on a Sunday.
Because that's at 1:00. That's perfect time.
I had a rough day. Someone stretched in a grocery store. His elbow to my mouth. Oh no!
That's awful. That's a violent stretch. My God.
Oh, what?
That's crazy.
I would have been like a car accident. I mean, I don't know how it works in overseas over the pond, but I would have totally been like, I need your name and insurance, like they do if they were like
filing a claim. I mean, that's
like a car accident.
Assault.
Yeah, I mean, it was an accident. I get it, but yeah, I know exactly. Like
car
I'm
accidents
sorry.
are still car accidents. Yeah.
Facts.
So man, that's rough. I'm sorry,
dude. I got pulled over on Friday. I finally read the reason for the ticket. I was like, this is the dumbest reason. I was like, luckily it was just a warning, but I was just like, I almost want to keep it just because how ridiculous this is.
Right? Yeah. There you go. This is the petty. That felt like petty right there. Come to
he's a dentist. Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow.
That's
perfect.
Awesome.
Take him up on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Take him up on that. Don't talk yourself out of it, please, Asta.
Yes.
And if you need if you need us to on Discord to keep just encouraging you the entire time, get it done. It's okay. Like he offered to. It was an accident, and I know you're probably not mad about it, but I mean, he's offering to fix his mistake.
There you go.
It's a good step.
Yeah.
So anyway,
absolutely.
Oh, yes. But I'm sorry that happened to you. I know that's unpleasant. I am so scared for the dentist.
I know.
Yeah, Sean is that way. Sean's that way.
My boss calls them the professional torturers. They're legally licensed torture people.
Okay, this is not helpful, Sean.
Sorry. Well, nobody likes going to the dentist. It's just one of those things that you
I don't mind.
Really? You don't mind?
And I have trauma from the dentist too.
Really?
I do.
Interesting.
Because I had a bone growth right here. So it was stopping these two permanent teeth from coming in. So, and I was getting cavities a lot. I had really soft teeth. So my mom also wanted to get my teeth bonded. And back in the 80s, yeah, I'm going to date myself. Back in the 80s, early 90s, back then, they got away with a lot of shit. So like the dentist, when he was putting me in, like grab my hands, like, you're not going to cry, you're not going to scream, you're going to lay there and you're going to be blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And so, like, you know, they had to take out the bone growth and all this stuff. And I was awake the whole time. I mean, I remember it. I mean, obviously, it was numbed up.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah. But I don't mind. I still don't mind going. And I had braces forever. I don't know.
I avoided the dentist for like 10 years. That was bad.
I still, when I'm in the chair, even if they're cleaning it, I'm still like clutch my hands like I did when I was there. So I still clutch my hands. But I don't have a fear. It's just it's just a physical reaction. But yes.
Go to the dentist.
But the dentist, the fear of the dentist is very real. So it was an accident.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, go get it looked at, dear. I mean, take care of yourself. That is self-care. It is just one of those. I know when you're in a place where you try to talk yourself out of things, such even as the basic things like, ooh, I want to buy this snack or whatever. It's easy to talk ourselves out of it, but something that like that, go take care of yourself, and it's okay. And it's okay. And sometimes it doesn't feel okay, but it is okay. I am really good in self-care. Good. I'm not. I am not.
What? No, do tell. Really? I am having a hard time believing that. Okay.
Yesterday was the first day. I actually was like, I had to justify it to myself. I did 5 hours of hard manual labor before I allowed myself to do self-care the rest of the day.
So you took the I earn self-care approach.
Yes, but I got it. But I still did the self-care. You know what?
That's progress. That's what I was going to say. That's progress. The fact that you still did self-care is progress. So congratulations. Great job. I am very happy that you did that. I
got my nails done. I did my hair.
You did.
I even got new foundation that I was running out of.
Heck
Shut
yeah.
up. Shut up.
Look at that.
I know.
Spending money on yourself and taking care of yourself. That's a good sign.
Listen, we're not going to talk about that because...
Wait, isn't that the entire episode today talking about that?
Yes. Okay, so our episode today is the happiness hangover, laughing after the sad. And here's where I'm at. This is me right here. So I was like, this past week has been really rough because I started to defrost from all of the shit that's been happening to me and the depression, like the month and a half of depression, and then the 2 weeks following that. I don't know. It's been a rough summer. Just a rough summer. And so like I started to defrost, but instead of being sad, like usually I go to like, oh, I'm defrosting, and then I start to cry and I start to like start to feel all the sad. No. This past week, I've been fucking angry. Angry. Like murder, stab. Like everything. I have literally isolated myself, and not isolated myself because, I don't want to be a burden to anyone, or I have isolated myself for the safety of others, because I was just, everything was making me not just irritated, like angry. And I could tell that like my coping mechanisms were, thanks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay, thank you, Bear. So my coping mechanisms were in overdrive.
Valorant also.
Well, thanks. All these fun.
Yeah.
This is fun. Yay!
Cool.
So here I am, and I could tell like my coping, my toolboxes, my tools were in full swing. So I'm over here and I'm getting angry. But I'm allowing myself to feel the anger, and I'm accepting the anger, and I'm aware of the anger. But I'm also going, am I real? I'm like, I am angry, and my anger is valid, but is what is actually triggering me is the thought train following the emotion, and they don't always. So it was like, okay, I'm just, before I say something that's completely irrational, because I'm feeling this, I'm just going to not. I'm just going to not. I'm just going to.
and your emotions are valid, but what you do with them, the impact to others is
Yeah.
that's yeah. So
And what would
that
normally
was
just be an irritant, where I would
yeah.
normally just go, hey, it's like, can you not? Or, hey, that would just do, whatever. It would just brush it off going, ugh, or roll my eyes and move on, which just fucking, I fucking hate you. Like, it was like Medusa. It was bad. So I was avoiding
Yeah.
people. And then on, what is it? It was yesterday?
Mhm.
Yeah, yesterday. Now, Friday I was just still in a good mood, but I was still a little like irritated. But yesterday, I woke up, I was like, yeah, let's go. I was like,
Really, that's awesome.
yeah. And I
Yay.
was like feeling good about life and all of
Mm-hmm.
this stuff. And I'm going,
Uh-oh. You didn't just take it and run with it and embrace it and life was good. No, that's too simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Trauma.
yeah, trauma. I do
Mm-hmm.
have an anger disorder. I feel that I will isolate myself. Yeah, I mean, and anger is a secondary emotion, and it comes out. It's a valid emotion, but there's also a lot of things that spurn anger. Anger is not just, oh, they're an angry person. Usually, on top of that, there's an underlying primary emotion, like hurt, sadness. Those type of things. Like the big one's hurt. The big one is hurt and shame. That was a big one that spurns a lot of anger. And so I think instead of crying a lot, but I was over here going, I'm feeling okay. I'm making jokes. I feel good. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm feeling pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That one lasted all of like 30 seconds, but that's fine. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Self-image is the first thing to go in my head. It's fine.
Progress is progress.
Yes. So, all right, Sean. Why don't you start
But
now that I've
when I
talked?
start, that was the start. That was a terrific
Okay.
start. Yeah. Um. So yeah, we're talking about the reality of recovering from depression on a rough mental health episode. Joy feels suspicious. Happiness feels like betrayal. It may sound like, especially if something that people haven't gone through, it may sound like weird, but it absolutely happens. So happiness feels like betrayal, and letting yourself laugh, enjoying a joke, actually expressing that uh without apologizing for it or without feeling guilty for it doesn't come easy
Yeah.
after an episode.
You feel
So
fucking
that's
guilty.
yeah, it's I felt yeah, you laugh and like I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm depressed. I'm not supposed to be laughing. Like I actually have those thoughts where I'm like I have to suppress that because if I'm laughing, well then am I really depressed? Like
That
all these it's just, I become my own worst. That depression just wants to loom over everything, and it kind of, especially when it goes on for a while, it kind of feels like it's who I am. For that, and so doing something contrary to that doesn't feel like it's normal, for like it's supposed to happen, or it's feel like it's allowed to happen. That's
no,
an
it
awful
doesn't.
feeling.
It feels like it's very jarring. I think
Hmm.
it's very like you
Where did that
wake up
come from?
right. Like you wake up one day, either being angry, like you said, angry episode or depressive episode or whatever. Like if you wake up after a long period of feeling bad and you feel good, and
Hmm.
it's almost like you're like, I shouldn't feel this way. This is not okay.
Yeah.
Like nothing really happened. You just wake up feeling good.
Yeah, it's not a light switch. It's not
No.
I'm depressed. I'm no longer depressed. It is like it's a dimmer. It's a very slow dimmer that starts to light up little by little, and you don't often realize it until that first thing, that first laugh, that first thing that gets you, and you're like, whoa, wait, hold on, or that feeling of I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something fun or productive, or I'm gonna do this thing, and suddenly you have like this energy, this positivity, this like the clouds are kind of parted a little bit, and it's jarring. You're like, wait, where did that come from?
And don't you feel like it's almost like then you start to gaslight yourself and going, well, if I'm feeling happy now, but I was so bad a week ago,
Mm-hmm.
then I mustn't have been that bad if I feel good now.
Oh yeah. Oh, the gaslighting is top tier at that point.
Oh, it
'Cause
is.
it's something like you completely forget what you were like just a week ago, for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. It's like all
Two
of a
months.
sudden, yeah, and all of a sudden, just like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. Was I really that depressed? Was I just? Oh, was I just being dramatic with that?
Oh,
Oh,
yes. Was I
right. I
just
know.
being a drama queen? Was I
Yeah.
making it worse than it really was? And then here's what piles on top of it. Here's
Yeah.
what piles on top of it is your friends. Like, especially for me when because I had withdrawn, and I withdraw when I'm sad, and I withdraw when I'm angry, just to for various reasons. And then all of a sudden, oh, I start post because I don't post on social media a lot. I don't take selfies anymore. Like, you can tell, like, I don't put on makeup. I don't do any of the things. And then I start posting pictures, and I start contacting friends. And then all of a sudden your friends are just like, what?
You're
Then
back.
you're like, what? What's like, it's almost like, I mean, I get the whiplash is hard for you, but it's also hard for your friends. And you're just like, and they make you feel bad about it. They don't mean to.
Yeah.
They don't mean to, but they're just like, are you sure you're okay? Like, were you really that bad? Like,
It's hard. It's hard enough to deal with that on your own. It's rough when your friends say, and like I said, they don't mean to.
you know.
They're it's as a friend of someone that it can be like, it can be scary. Like, what do you say? What do you do?
Because they also don't want to put you back there. I know for
Or make
me.
it, yeah, absolutely. Don't want to make it worse. Don't want to put you back there. hmm So yeah. So it's kind of like this. There's this like weird kind of feeling out where you're at, and it can be difficult to gauge that, or to figure.
You know what the phrase I fucking hate when you come out of the depression and you start like being
Mhm.
more like yourself and all of
Yeah.
that? Oh, look who's back.
No, I was just thinking that. I don't like that. Don't make a big deal about all of a sudden I'm back, like I've been going on a trip and now I'm back. I just want to reintegrate. Like, I just want to be there. I'm still who I am. I'm coming out of this thing. Just let me slip back in.
And it's, oh, I missed you. Like I went somewhere. Oh, I missed you. There, you're like, I'm like, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We talked all the time. I just was in a bad space.
It also gives the I missed you, you're back. It also, to me, it gives me that impression that I chose this. I went on a trip and I came back, and I chose to go on a trip and now I'm back. I chose to be depressed and now I've decided I'm not being depressed anymore. That's the impression I get whenever someone makes that big deal. Oh, you're back.
But it's hard for people that do not understand how it is to have a depression, and
It is.
and that is
It is very
valid.
difficult.
That
Yeah.
is valid, and it is valid that they are expressing that they enjoy your presence, and
Yes.
and we're not negating that. We're not invalidating the fact that they are trying to connect in that way of going, what they're trying to say versus what they are actually saying. And I think that's the difference, and sort of that's where it's your job to educate them and go, please don't say that. Here's a better way of saying that, because I know your intention is not exactly what I'm hearing. And usually when you say something like, oh, I missed you, or, I'm glad you're back, is more what they're trying to say is that I am happy that you are getting better. It makes me happy as somebody who cares about you that you are that you're coming out of this. That is what they're trying to say. But just like any other time, unless you educate them and say, hey, I know what you're trying to say, but what you're actually saying is they don't know.
No,
and that's okay. Yeah. And that's okay. And they don't know that.
Just stuff like doesn't come naturally.
No,
it's not. Yeah, it's learned. It is learned. I've had to learn that with you. Is what is appropriate or what is not appropriate and what is interpreted, because it doesn't come second nature. In fact, the wrong things tend to come easier because it's what society, like the plastic positivity, that is so prolific within society, within our lingo. Is that comes easier than what is really needed. And so when you have a friend who goes through depression, learning what helps them to come back, what helps them to reintegrate, or to what do you need, like you said, what works best.
And everybody's different, and some people will not take that and go, oh, welcome back. Some people will actually feel very comforted by that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, my chair cushion just keeps sliding forward, so I just keep like sinking, and it keeps sliding. And what,
ma'am?
She has been, when I spent yesterday, like doing the garage, stood on the stairs, because I opened the garage door, the stair, to the inside of the house, the stairs are right there. She'll just sit on the stair and just meow, and I'll open the door and go, what? And she'll just look at me and just go, meow. And I go try to pet her, and she'll run up the stairs. I'm like, she's just being ornery here.
She moody. It's fine.
What are you doing?
She's looking for a place.
Her bed is right here. Like, she's doing things she hasn't done ever. I don't know. She's being weird. And that's the thing, is that when somebody's coming out of that, it's really hard. And it's hard for those who understand depression, because it's hard. And it's just as difficult to support somebody coming out of a depressive or hard or even grief or just a hard period in their life to when they're starting, because no matter what, it's a different new normal. Because when you come out of grief or you come out of depression, you come out of some type of hard thing, you change. You get stronger. You learn different things about yourself. It's not ever that you're not ever completely the same. And so it's one of those, you've learned new things about yourself, and your life looks a little different. It may look similar, but you grow out of those situations, mentally and emotionally. So your friendship with that person becomes a little different because you're a little different, and that's okay. But it's hard because you're like,
as a people pleaser and a codependent, like for me, the hardest thing is I don't want to make it worse. And everything that runs through my head makes it worse. Like the filter that I have in my head for, well, you could say that. No, because if you say that, this is how I might interpret it. If you say this, no. If you say, there's so much that gets like, no, that's not, I can't say that. I can't say that. I'm looking for the perfect thing. I'm looking for the right thing to say, in which case.
Sean.
Yeah, that's me.
Sean did that yesterday morning.
I did. I totally did that.
He said, good morning. And he was going to say, good morning, beautiful. Yeah. But he knew I was in like this weird defrosting and I was angry at everyone. And so he was like, okay. And he deleted beautiful, but forgot the comma.
I did forget the comma. Yep.
And for any of you who are overthinkers and hypervigilant, y'all know punctuation matters.
So much. Oh my God, it matters.
He was like, good morning, comma. And I was
so
like,
that hanging comma. like, I'm not sure what to do with that.
So I finally was like, luckily I was in a good enough. So when you leave that comma,
Yeah, this is how I interpret that comma. And I was like, oh yeah, that was total miss backspace. That was that was
and
just
he was
me
overthinking it. He was like,
totally overthinking
It was
it.
fine.
Yeah.
But here's something in our notes that just really, it's really true, and I haven't really thought about it. Laughter isn't betraying what you went through. Laughter isn't oh, I laughed, or I'm feeling happy. It didn't end because you felt better or because you laughed. It says depression didn't end because you laughed. It ended enough for your laughter to return. The joy doesn't minimize your pain. It announces your resilience. Your laugh is proof you've outlived the sad season. And I was like,
Ooh, yeah.
oh, then I was like, I cry. I was like,
That's
and that's so true. It's one of those. It's one of those. It's that evidence you feel better. It isn't, the laughter isn't the cure for the depression and didn't negate whatever hard times you went through. It's proof that you are surviving and you have survived. It's like when we're going to use the storm, the sea storm. You're riding out the storm. It's this bad hurricane. You've been tossed about and you think it's never going to end. And then the storm doesn't necessarily go away. It's still gray. It's still cloudy. The waters are still a little choppy, but there's that break in the clouds and you see that sun and the winds aren't whipping you about. And all of a sudden you feel that sense of hope. Okay, maybe I might not be completely over it yet. I still may have some good days and bad days, but at least there is an end. Like Sean's famous saying, the storms always run out of rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's that reprieve. There's that moment of, okay, I'm gonna, because when you're in it, it feels like this thing will never end.
Or this is your life now. This is who you are
now.
Yeah,
this is who you are. Yeah, this is just going to go on. Even though, because the whole, even you can't logic your way out of it. You can't go, well, I've survived this in the past. I've done this in the past. Like, even
fucking therapy. Oh my God, this is only temporary. This is only temporary.
Yeah. Even though you logically understand, yes, I have made it through this before. In the moment, it just feels like it's never going to stop. It is life now. This is who I am now.
I am sad all the time now. This is me. I'm Eeyore now.
This is just me. Yeah,
I am Eeyore now. Oh, bother.
I'm Eeyore. Yeah. And so to have that reprieve, to have that moment of that sunlight, that little peak, just go, okay. It gives you that hope to go, all right, we're moving, we're going in the right direction. This is happening. We're able to at least take a breath. So yeah, it's very important, and hopefully it stays that way, because sometimes the brain likes to absolutely jerk us around.
Okay, here's one of the questions. Do you ever downplay joy so that the joy doesn't seem fake?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's like, it's because I start thinking, what are people, if I display joy, like, what are people going to think about that? I am depressed, therefore I have to show depressed.
Be depressed.
I have to be. Yeah, and if there's anything that contradicts that, I can't show that because I'm depressed.
Because no one will believe me. And you know what that is? That is motherfucking trauma. Hello, trauma. I mean, and that, it's like, I know that comes from my childhood, from my friends and my parents. It was, I will stop doing something that gave me joy because I don't believe I deserve it. That's also true.
Absolutely.
It's that self-flagellation.
Yes.
It's that self-flagellation. Like, if I am feeling this way, I have to consistently punish myself because I don't deserve to feel good, because I should feel sad. If I'm depressed, I should always feel sad.
Yes.
But it's like from my childhood, my parents, like if I was going through a bad time or whatever, and then like I want to go out and I was like, I just want to go feel good. I want to feel, I want to go out with my friends. I want to go do something fun, or I want to do something that helps me feel and connect and feel and laugh. I just want to laugh for a little bit because I'm tired of feeling sad. And then it's like, well, you must not be that bad.
Yeah.
It must not be that bad.
Your choice to do something positive suddenly negates everything you're going through. No,
I
but
can
that's
still
how
be
you feel.
depressed and want to do something that gives me reprieve for just a little bit. I can still want to laugh and enjoy myself even when I'm depressed, because sometimes you need that.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the only thing that keeps you going is having those moments. You're like, yeah.
All right. Sean is literally out of it. I am trying to carry this show.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. I'm good.
He's, if you noticed it, like that 10-second pause where he is like glassed over.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
TikToks.
So, like, let's talk about the emotional whiplash of depression versus like the happiness of it all. It's having to understand, and this is something I still struggle with. Mental health recovery from any type of bad episode, etc. and so forth. I have a silly dog and she does things that make me smile. See, yes, but mental health recovery isn't linear. It's not, okay, you're depressed, you're happy, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm healing, I'm traumatized, I'm doing the healing, and then I'm healed. That's not how it works. You're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. And your depression isn't gonna be one day you wake up, you feel good, I must be fine, right? That's not how it works.
Yeah, and just because you're depressed doesn't mean you can't have moments where you do appreciate something, where you do enjoy something, where you had these brief moments. You can still be depressed and have that. So it is not a flat line. It is not like an emotional flat line necessarily. There can be changes in it, and that doesn't mean that you're suddenly not depressed because you have a moment of joy.
And here's the thing that I especially went over in my last therapy session. It doesn't matter what other people's timeline looks like for you.
Oh.
And that's the thing that I was like, okay, well, I need to, because they say that it doesn't fucking matter. You can have a couple of good days and it's like, oh, well, then like that was sudden. You seemed really depressed last week, but now all of a sudden you're just going out and having a good time.
That's especially true with high functioning depression, right? Yeah, there you go. Hi, that name is Anna.
Exactly.
Here's okay. So, have you ever felt that you had to rush your depression?
Yes. This whole past time? Yes. Absolutely.
Now, was that self-imposed or was that imposed? Do you feel it was imposed by other people?
Both. I think it was both. I don't think that the other people helped. I think that there was a lot of that. And a lot of it was not necessarily people that are still in my life. It was a lot of the trauma voices as well that I was hearing. But yeah, it was a lot of, I've got to hurry up and get through this. I got to, like, I know I'm feeling terrible, but I've got to, what tools can I have to try and hurry up and get through this?
Where's my express pass?
Right. Exactly. Like I'm not waiting 2 hours in line for this shit. I'm like, I'll go in the single rider line. What do you got for me? Like, where can I, like, how can I get through this? I don't want to feel this way anymore. That was the big one that I was going through when I was going through my depression. I was like, I'm tired of feeling this way. I don't want to feel this way anymore. What can I do to get, and I asked my therapist that, like, several sessions, what can I do? I asked her, what can I do? What exercises can I do? What can I do? And she goes, there's nothing you can do. And I'm going, are you fucking serious? Then what am I paying you for? Like, that's what going through my head.
Give me steps 1, 2, and 3. I need I need those steps. I need that instruction sheet that says if I do X, Y, and Z,
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
healed.
get fit. I'll be
I'm
healed.
going
I'll
to
be
be
better.
fine. Yes. And she
Can't
just
you?
looked at me and she goes, well, what would happen if you actually just sat with it? I would be depressed. What else do you want from me? I kind of want to hit that hot life advice from Pet from the high.
I don't know. Oh my god, that's funny.
But that, yeah, oh no, absolutely.
Mm.
And especially from the people that are neurotypical, who don't understand.
Ooh, yes, yeah.
I've had several people like, the people that's like, have you tried just, figuring your shit out? Yeah, I have. Thank you for that. And make you feel bad.
Exercising.
Hey, guess what? Exercise through my entire depression, guys. Exercise through the whole thing.
Have you tried not being
sad? You know what? Yeah, I have. I even. It's the joy.
Yeah.
And that's.
For me,
yeah. Sorry, I was looking at my stream.
Okay. Yeah. For your stream went.
I know, it was weird.
So, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if that was. I thought that was just me.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Like for me, it almost feels like there's this weight that is that's kind of pushing down, and so it's not really allowing. Like I know the behavior, and yes, like you said, but it's kind of like it keeps pressing on it, not because I want it to. It just is. It's just there. I'm like I can't fully experience that emotion because that's depression is just kind of putting its thumb on the scale.
Right. And it's just like I gotta hurry up and fix myself.
Yeah, that. Ooh, I'm guilty of. I'm guilty of the inadvertently pushing a timeline.
Both, Paragon. No, both.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's one thing that it is not unusual for someone to inadvertently express that they are wanting you to hurry this up, and usually that comes because they don't know how to deal with. Like before I learned how to talk and communicate with someone with depression, it's like I feel bad, especially being a recovering codependent. I feel bad because you're feeling bad because you're in a depression. So that's affecting my mood. And so in order for me to feel good, I need you to hurry up with your depression thing. And so because once that happens, once you're no longer depressed, I can be okay again. So I've had really work on getting on through that, not conveying that. And so that's why a lot of times I will say, this is going to take as long as it needs to take. You are allowed to take as long as you need to. There is no timeline. Because I am bad about pressing that. Like the word still, that's one of the trigger words. Is like, oh, you're still dealing with this. You're still going through this. Oh, it's still happening. Yeah, it's still happening. Yeah, I'm still going through it.
I hope we didn't lose anybody when I clicked off my stream glitched.
Yeah, we have a couple people join back. Yeah, I thought it was just me glitching, but
no, I don't know. Maybe it's something with my internet. Sorry, folks. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it might be Twitch. Because it's fine. We'll keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think we need to end? No, we're getting people back. Okay, it's fine.
They coming back to us. They like us. They like us. They really like us.
I think the other thing is that here's our favorite. Two things can exist in the same space. You can be depressed and have depression and still feel happy and excited. But our brains don't. It's like 404 does like 404. Like, does not compute. I'm sorry. You're depressed. It's black or white.
Yeah.
Happy or sad.
Life's not black or white. What?
No.
How many times did that come up? Yeah. That is a big part of coming out of depression, is that idea that two things can be true at the same time. Because that's what the entire experience is like. Yes, you're still dealing with the depression, you're still coming through it, but there's that balance that's starting to come back. And so yeah, there can be those two at the same time. And it doesn't mean we weren't depressed. It doesn't mean we weren't
And it doesn't mean that your sadness might not come back. Your brain chemistry is still trying to reboot itself.
that's true. There have been, oh, I think it's better, and then, oh no, it's not.
Right.
Yeah, those do happen.
It's just okay. Here's where I'll acknowledge this. I understand that the whiplash of you are literally crying in your bed, eating all of the carbs and sugar one day, and then the next day you're like, I had the best day of my life. I get it. I understand that is really hard for the people in my life and the friends and et cetera and so on. It's not easy for us either. Let me tell you, yesterday I almost cried at the nail salon. Like, and here's why I almost cried, because I was sitting there and I got the expensive, like, makes me smell like a pumpkin pie.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's that season where it's like they spread pumpkin smelling shit everywhere, and I was
smell like fall.
I know, and they were like massaging my feet, and I smelled good, and I felt good, and I was like, I literally apologized to the lady. I was like, I am so sorry for my feet in advance. Like, it was my feet were it was bad. All my self-care went out the window the past 2 months, but I almost cried because I was laying there and she was doing the hot stone massage while I smelled like pumpkin pie, and the lady was finishing, because they do them simultaneously. The lady was finishing my hands, and I was like, they look pretty. I feel pretty. I feel good. And then I was like, I almost cried in the chair. Like my poor little, her name was Holly, the little poor lady. She's like, are you okay? Am I hurting you? I was like, no. Okay. I didn't cry, but I could, subtitles. And I was like, because I was like, I feel good for the first time in 2 months. And I was like, I wish I could eat during depression. It's an up or down. It's a binge and purge type situation.
Yeah,
it's feast or famine. Literally feast or famine.
So, some days you're like, I can't put another thing in my mouth. I just can't eat.
Tastes like dirt.
Yeah, it does. Like, ugh. Like, I will stare at my pantry and my fridge and just stare. Like, I kind of want to eat, but then I'm like, I'm looking, going, no.
And then your brain kicks in and goes, I need dopamine, so I want all of the sugar.
Yeah, it gets that. That's what it gets that point where, like, okay, and then you just everything. You'll tear through a bag of chips, whatever.
Oh my God, those HEB buffalo flavored chips.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about how many of those I went through.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with that, because that can spiral into. So you polish off that bag of chips or that box of crackers.
Why are you calling me out like that? Why
I'm calling myself out like that.
Okay.
I finish off that thing because I need all the carbs and sugar, and I need that dopamine kick and whatever. And then, it sets in, like, I start feeling, oh my God, I just ate an entire bag of chips. And then that kind of adds to what I'm already going through. I'm like, okay, now I'm feeling like fat and ugly and whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, that did not help.
No.
But it's not like I just sit here and go, you know what, today I'm gonna eat a whole bag of chips. No, it kind of happens, especially if you're like, I'm just gonna have a couple, and then an entire bag later. Oh. So
I wish I could lose 30 pounds. I know that's not good, but it's like my body dysmorphia and eating disorder brain goes, I wish I could lose 30 pounds. I mean, and I have. I remember. And then
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real honest. I really wouldn't mind going back to that weight, but I mean, it's fine.
But without all the other stuff that happened.
Without the other stuff, I would prefer to do it in a healthy way.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, though. Especially when you're not eating, is you're not getting all the stuff you need to survive. So.
Okay. Who in your life handles your mood swings with grace?
Who handles my mood swings and who handles them with grace are not the same thing.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. You know what? Double fuck you. What? You got 2 of those.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So that would probably be you because I don't talk. That's the thing that I struggle with a lot is communicating. I'm going through stuff, reaching out and being vulnerable. I suck at that.
What?
I know, crazy, right? Who knew?
I'm the same way. I luckily though, I would have to say, like you and Jay and Team AOA, I think, I don't know if y'all handle it with grace. I think that because all of y'all go through your own shit. So I think that my trauma, I mean, it is the same way with all of us. My trauma and depression triggers things about y'all, and then it's like this hard cycle of y'all are fighting against your own trauma all while trying to be supportive and vice versa. Like,
were you in my therapy session this last week? Because that's my therapist was. That's what the therapist was like. So how are you handling you? Like because I was like, friend is going through a lot of stuff, and so I'm trying to be supportive and whatnot. And he's like, and so we talked about it a little bit. He's like, okay. So how are you handling you? How are you dealing with like your side of things? And like that's kind of what I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, and as a recovering white knight, as a recovering codependent, as a people pleaser, oh, that's tough. And he's like, okay, do you think you would have handled this the same 6 months ago, a year ago, like whatever? And so as those things, as you said, it pushes up against my traumas, and like it tests that to go, because as a white knight and a people pleaser and a codependent, like my first reaction to so much is I'm gonna fix you. I can fix you. Or I saw the scene in How I Met Your Mother, and it made my jaw drop. It's my job to make you happy.
No.
There's an episode in How I Met Your Mother, which is one of my favorite shows, where Ted's looking at Robin and going, "It's my job. That's my job. My job is to make you smile, to make you happy, to make you laugh." I'm like, oh God, I'm looking in a mirror. Because that's how I felt for so long. That's how I saw myself. It was my job to make you happy.
Oh, same, Master. I handle mine with zero motherfucking grace.
Zero grace. Yeah.
My therapist literally asked me this last session, do you provide yourself with the same grace that you provide others when going through similar situations? I went, lady. He who live in glass houses should shit in the basement. No, sir.
I mean, I may be guilty of that one. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. She goes, why not? I go, listen. She goes, I'm listening.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, it's
do
fine.
tell.
No.
Imagine what our lives would be like if we did.
We wouldn't have this podcast.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't have a podcast. No.
I keep a lot of my mood stuff to myself because I don't want anyone to see how pathetic I get. Are you pathetic or are you struggling? And I ask that because my therapist has asked me that, because I have said those words. I am being pathetic. I am being pathetic. But especially when I was really deep into my depression, I was like, I am being pathetic. I know I'm stronger than this. I know I'm better than this. I know I have tools to handle this. I said, I am being absolutely pathetic right now. And again, I was like, I just want to get out of this. This is ridiculous. I'm sad for no real reason. I'm like, and this was before all of the hard stuff happened. I was like, I'm sad for no reason. I'm struggling for no real reason. This is bullshit. I am being pathetic. And she's like, no, you're being depressed.
There's this point where you're like, I can bootstrap this. I can choose to lift myself up out of this depression. There's that point where you're like, you get indignant with yourself. I'm like, screw it, I can do this. That's not how it works. But there's always that moment where you're like, I forget this. I'm done. I'm going to bootstrap it.
Yeah, you can pull yourself up. You've done it before. You can pull yourself out of this. You can pull yourself out of this. You should be able to pull yourself.
You should be able to.
Should be able to pull yourself out of it. And she goes, really? And she goes, and she looked at me and goes, whose voice is that? Because it ain't yours. And I went, bitch.
I did not pay you to be so good at your job.
I didn't pay you to be right. Yeah. But I know it's how I feel, but I know that I'm struggling. Yes, and that's the thing. We're totally like we're not saying that is not exactly because we've been there. We have felt like we are being pathetic, even though our brain knows that we're not. How we're feeling seems different.
You cannot logic your way out of depression.
Oh, man up.
Oh, I hate that phrase. I've called people out for that phrase, that whole man up, be a man, just kind of suck it up.
Suck it up was the one that's like, suck it up. Deal with it.
Yeah. Oh, man, no, that's trigger for me. Don't, yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, because again, we don't choose to be here in this depression. Because if we had a choice, don't you think we'd get out of it?
That's the part that fucking pisses me off. Especially with those who especially not just depression. Depression is actually one of the more common ones, but those who are going through some type of mental health or trauma trigger, or they're triggered by a trauma. I don't understand why you, all right.
Sorry, Jay.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you did. You watch.
I mean, you did. Have you met us?
It's one of those, especially when you're dealing with a trauma trigger. Like, for example, if you have anxiety and don't like being in public places. And it's just like, oh, well, just expose yourself. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go. It's like, do you think I would, like, especially with my daughters, like with my youngest and my oldest has gotten a little better about it. The older she's gotten, and she handles things mentally and emotionally different than my youngest. But my youngest cannot handle crowds, even with her little class changes. It's this crippling thing. And it's not just that she can avoid it, and luckily we've worked out a plan to where she doesn't have to handle, like, we have to work ways around it. Mm-hmm. But do you think that at 12 years old that she wants to not go to like conventions because it's super, super crowded?
Yeah.
Or participate in things because she's afraid of being embarrassed? No, she didn't choose to be that way, and it's really daunting and very frustrating for her. Mm-hmm. Just like it is for us. It's not a choice. It's not like I like being like overwhelmed auditory wise, like my like so much noise just at one point,
becoming overwhelmed. Yeah. I want to be overwhelmed. I want to deal with these feelings and this.
If someone says man up to me, they better run.
Yep.
Actually, I'm thinking about that. If somebody says something like man up or suck it up, mm-hmm. I just thought of like something to say back to them, even out of anger. Mm-hmm. What part of my emotions intimidates you?
Oh, there you go.
What part of this right now is bothering you that I have to change me to make you feel better?
Yep. Ooh, that's a good one. I have to write that down.
And you can say that in fucking anger and like, and it still be healthy, a healthy
Yeah.
response. I didn't
I didn't
ask
ask
to.
to be traumatized. Yeah, absolutely. That right there.
I didn't ask to be this way. So what part of this bothers you?
What part of this are you having difficulty accepting?
Right. Why do I have to change me to make you
You feel
more
better.
comfortable?
Yes. Yeah.
And why is my comfort more important, or why is your comfort more important than mine right now?
Yep. That's it.
Because then it turns it around on them. Because they're trying to make you, because they're that really, when they say
That
man up or suck it up or whatever, it means that they are having trouble dealing with your emotions and where you are. And they want you to handle your shit so that they can feel better and they can move on, or they whatever it is.
Yep. That's exactly
It
right.
doesn't cost it doesn't cost anything to be empathetic and understanding. That's another one you could say. It doesn't cost anything for you to be empathetic and to be a little patient.
Yeah.
And if it bothers you so much, you can leave.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yep,
actually,
that's
that
it.
is another one you could say. Man
It
up.
is bothering you so much.
How about
Yeah.
you actually show some strength and you sit in it with me?
Oh, that's because that takes more strength than anything else.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
see, this is me. This is me when I start feeling better. I start getting feisty. I'm like,
Yeah, you
don't
do.
come at me. Don't. Okay, the happiness hangover.
Ooh, yeah.
So when all of a sudden you feel happy and you feel good and you do things for yourself and you start getting more into a routine that makes you feel happy, and then all of a sudden you feel guilty about that, and you start questioning that, and it's that hangover of you start questioning everything.
Was I really that sad? Am I allowed to? That's my thing is, am I allowed to? Like I'm supposed to be depressed. Am I allowed to feel this way? Or am I just in this moment of reprieve where it's going to come back? Like, is this really like I'm feeling like I'm coming out of it? Is this just going to go back to the way it was? Like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yes, and it's just and this one says like depression was first, like, who are you to be happy? Are you supposed to be happy right now?
Yeah. Here's Has your brain ever done the courtroom? Well, let's look at the transcript. Here's all the things. Here's all the reasons you shouldn't be happy. Here's all the stuff you got to deal with. You're not allowed to be happy. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, that's what my depression tells me.
Um,
Hey, Camino.
Hi, Calvino. It's like, oh, this one. When someone says you seem so much better.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to have bad days and you're not allowed to have good days. It's like you're sort of stuck in a lose-lose game. Like, I'm supposed to be sad forever, but they don't want me to be sad forever. But when I finally come out of it, they're like, well, why were you sad? And you're just like, I don't know.
It just.
I don't what?
I feel like. Yeah. I feel like it's. I
I'll
don't.
be
I
right
don't
back.
want people. I don't want people making. Honestly, I don't want people making a big deal about it. I want to just go. I just want to feel the way I feel without having someone to throw a party for me. Like, I can say I'm fine with some acknowledgement, but I don't need like the whole thing we are talking about earlier with the I'm you're back, or you're suddenly like this. No, just hey, so how you feeling? Oh, feeling good. Well, okay, it's great. Because otherwise, yeah, the, people can inadvertently add that pressure, uh, based on the way they respond to you, or like if you're having a better day, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily out of it, and that they can have trouble accepting that. Well, you were fine yesterday. You feeling? Oh, you
Oh my God.
yeah.
That's the worst. what's wrong with you? You were fine yesterday.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I because it's that linear thing. It's like you don't have to be just straight across. You can't have any changes. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna have better days and worse days, and like it's not a flat line. So yeah, well, you're fine yesterday.
And sometimes the better days are the ones that get you through the worst days.
They remind you that you're going to get through this.
Right.
You got to have those. So for someone to kind of point that out and kind of poke at it as like evidence that you're not really depressed, or that if you were happy yesterday, why are you not happy today? No.
Oh, this one, therapy perspective. Joy expands capacity. Happiness doesn't replace sadness. It gives you a bigger container. You still have struggles, but now you have room for laughter. It's growth, not betrayal.
Ooh, that's a good perspective. That's a good way to look at it.
It's just like it's just like this. Laughter and those good days, even when you're in a depressive state or any type of mental health episode or whatnot, it replenishes you in the way of, like you said, okay. It's a reminder. It's like, okay. Because I think over prolonged, if you have, say, for example, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks where you're not laughing, everything is sad, and you're always crying in your stuff, you deplete yourself to the point to where it's like you don't have the strength to go on.
Yeah.
You don't have the strength to fight. Why should I fight? I'm tired.
What
and
does
I'm
it
weak.
matter?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to go on forever.
You feel so diminished that you have no capacity for anything other than this small amount, this pain, this depression that you're sitting in. So yeah, I like the idea of it expands, that you still have that depression and that sadness, that still, but then you have so much more room for other things to come in.
Jay, you were fine yesterday. Yep, silly me. I ordered the wrong hormones this morning. My brain changed the menu. My bad.
Yeah, whoops. Yeah.
Asta, as somebody who can understand that mindset of I'm manic versus I'm depressed and that swing. I am not bipolar, but I do have some tendencies. And you know, the BPD and trauma and all that shit and neurodivergence, and it's great. And by that I say that very sarcastically. And you said I always ask myself everything. I don't want to get tested for OCD. Do I have a lot of things that seem like OCD behavior? Yes, but you might also want to ask your therapist about, it's called over-controlled personality disorder. It's not obsessive compulsive. I know somebody who does suffer from what we call it OC, over-controlled mindset, and it exhibited some behavior, but it's not as debilitating as OCD, which those are two different things: obsessive compulsive versus over controlled, and both have very similar, present themselves in similar ways, but not all the way. So I'm just saying something that you might want to think about asking about if that's something that you're concerned about. Again, I'm not a professional, but I know somebody with OC, and after working with their therapist and coming up with a lot of coping mechanisms, it's really helped them. And just, so... But Sean, you and I both have been in that boat where we have been very scared. It's like, I don't want to know. I know I exhibit clinical depression. I know I exhibit BPD tendencies. I know I do this. If I know, then that's going to put a label on me. And if I know, my life will never be the same. I will never be good.
Everything gets filtered through that lens.
Yes.
Like, I just want to be me, whatever that is. And so having that label can feel weighty.
Having that label can almost put you in a box. Like, if I get diagnosed with this,
yeah,
then I will always be this.
Yes. Yeah, like it doesn't it's something that I deal with. It is not who I am. It is not my identity. I deal with depression. I experience this. But that doesn't mean I am depression. That is my personality. That is my identity. It's
Right.
just something I deal with. So,
And it's hard. It's hard. Um, but it's going back to, I prefer depression over mania. Mania is dangerous, and it is because you mania, your brain tricks yourself into a lot of things, whereas in depression stops you. It's, I think of it as like the slowing down of everything. Mania speeds everything up. So still the same thoughts. You just don't have the energy in depression, but you do have the energy when you're manic.
does it seem like does it manic like you're trying to outrun it? You're trying to you're using it's your body's attempt to cope through over like doing more.
Um, yes.
Okay.
Um, it's like I think for, and everybody's different. Their manic episodes are different, and it is all very different. It's like the redhead label. Jesus
Yeah.
the blame. Yes, exactly. Once they say, I have clinical depression, and or I'm suffering through a depressive episode. Do you know how many people looked at me like I was fucking fragile, and treated me like I was like, oh, we can't.
Yeah.
Treat you like you're a normal person. We got to talk to you like you are literally about to fall apart every 5 seconds.
It gets exhausting, doesn't it?
I've survived more than most people in their lifetime in like the last 2 months versus like, I'm just like, I'm not fragile. I'm depressed. There's a difference. But I describe my manic episodes versus my depressive episodes in this capacity. Is my manic episodes are like putting everything on +2 speed. Everything's really fast. I'm doing all the things. Like you can only focus on because like when you're watching things you're not taking everything in. You're sort of focusing on the main point, and you're just
It's tunnel vision.
yes. But then the depressive is like watching for me is like
Unrealistic.
watching.
Hey, unrealistic.
Hi, Unrealist is like watching everything on -2 slow-mo.
Gotcha.
Everything feels like it's molasses. Time moves so much slower. It's like everything, and that's why it's like I don't have the energy to do anything. Everything's slow. So, oh no.
But we're glad you're here.
Well, yeah. If you lose boundaries, so you take away more risk. Also, manic also goes, yes. Yes. Because you're also chasing. When you're in a manic episode, you're chasing the dopamine. And it's like you're running a sprint. And you're running that sprint. And you're chasing that dopamine. And you're chasing and you're chasing and you're chasing. And whatever it is you're doing, it's like, okay, I need this. I need that. I need that. And you're chasing. That's when I'm in my manic episodes. You know how I am in my manic episodes? All of a sudden, when I have created, it's like all of a sudden I'm like, look at these 18 different crafts I've created.
Yeah, look at all the stuff that I've done. I have completely rearranged my house. I have it's the attempt to well, I'm not calling you out. I'm like because I do the same thing sometimes. It is I feel so out of control in my head. All of this feels so I have no control over what's going on in my head. I feel the need to exert a certain amount of control in anything in something that I've got. And so like moving furniture, creating something, crafting something, it's a dopamine hit and it's also I can still do something. It's
And
an
you lose
attempt.
sleep because that's when you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
sleep, because you're when you're in a manic episode or a manic type episode, the chemicals in your brain trick you into thinking I have all this energy and this focus, this mental clarity.
Yeah.
Whereas in depression is very much the opposite. It's very much like
Just sucks it all out of you.
I have no energy. I have less than no energy, and I feel like I have this massive brain fog, and everything is moving in slow mo. And so it's like hard to find that balance. And anybody who deals with that yo-yo, when you feel happy coming out of a depressive episode, you panic. Am I going manic?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
Am I going manic? Is it just my brain finally got tired of my shit, and am I going manic?
So it's hard to trust that
Right.
initial happy, energetic feeling. Oh, I've had energy now.
Yeah. And I have some friends who have severe bipolar disorder, and sometimes it's hard for them. It is really, really difficult. And it scares them. It's scary because you lose control. And just like with me, I have clinical depression. You just, like we said at the very beginning, you can't stop it. It's the ride that you want to get off, but you can't. And you just got to wait till the ride is over and they lift the thing and say, please exit to your left. Like, you have to wait for the ride to be over. But you're constantly going, just want to get off. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done. Why is this still going? I want off. But you can't get off. You have to wait till the ride is over.
The ride will end when the ride ends. Yeah.
80% of you. Yeah, absolutely. And you're afraid that you've done something detrimental to your life and others people's life, especially when you're in a manic episode. Why did metaphor? Happiness is tequila.
I was like,
it tastes amazing, but you brace for the regret. You'll worry you'll pay for enjoying it, but you keep drinking anyway because joy like tequila is worth the risk.
I mean, yeah.
You know what? I may regret this later, but fuck it.
You know what? I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna especially when you've been dry for so long and you finally get a taste for it.
It tastes disgusting. Sorry. Okay. Cheap, bad tequila tastes disgusting. You have to get the right tequila.
Yeah.
But
that's also the stuff that gives you the hangover. The cheap stuff.
But the right tequila is also very expensive, so
but it's worth it if you can. See, I used to have the college alcohol. I drink like I was a college still in college. I had to be taught this is the proper.
Dude, we were booted.
Yeah.
And what were you, like 30, 38? Like you were 38, 39. Because you had just turned 40 when we first rebooted. Like, so you were about 38, 39. And I was like, oh, you know what? You want to get drunk? Is it sure? Like, we'll get drunk and game or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, sure. I was like, okay, what alcohol do you have? I have Fireball. And I have Moscato wine. The Moscato wine. And I went,
yeah. I was judged hard.
I was like, are you 18? Like 21? Are you still in college? Are you like, what's happening?
See, Jay, exactly. Fireball's still fantastic. I cast Fireball.
Oh my God, that one was so funny.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was like, why do I see Sean doing that every single episode? I cast Fireball.
Anytime someone casts Fireball, that's what's happening.
God damn it.
Yeah, I had a friend come over last week. We're standing in the kitchen, and I'm like, what are you looking at? He's like, I'm judging your alcohol. He did. He was like, yeah, I'm judging your alcohol. I'm like, do I pass? He's like, yeah. I was like, that.
You're welcome.
I'm like, that's good because I a couple years ago I wouldn't have passed.
You're fucking welcome. You're welcome.
I was like, I used to drink like a college kid, and then my friends helped me see the error of my ways.
I gave you an entire list. Buy these.
You did. Yes.
Buy
that's
these.
What happened.
Why? Just do it.
Yeah.
You still I haven't drunk for like 26 years. That's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, permission to live again. Oh, really skip over that one. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't need. Yeah, that's fine. Um, so have have you ever pretended to still be sad so others wouldn't think you moved on? That kind of goes along with like I can't be happy, I can't laugh, I can't enjoy something because if I do, am I really depressed or have it just being am I just being was I just being dramatic and like it starts that gaslighting for me.
Same. Um, I think for me, it's fear. I do pretend that I like, oh, like I can't be happy, or I'm just gonna keep to myself so they don't know I'm feeling better because I don't. I think my fear is the invalidation.
Mm,
Being invalidated. It's like, oh, so you're happy now.
yeah.
Oh, so
So
so you're
you
not
so
you're
what
not
was
bad now.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you really depressed? Yeah. And and people don't I say it's not that people necessarily will come right out and say that they will come right out and directly invalidate, but they will say things that convey that invalidation. Like just the question of, well, but you were happy yesterday, or but yeah, but so it's like that negation. They don't necessarily mean to invalidate it, but that's what they're doing.
And especially when it's people that you don't let in your inner circle. And that's the part that I
Yes.
struggle with the most because, and it's not, and it's true, you don't have to tell people that you're depressed.
Mm.
I make a choice. I made choices this past episode. I made choices where I came on and streamed it to the fucking internet and the world. I'm depressed.
Mhm.
Here's what I'm feeling. Here's how I am. I made that choice. But not everybody watches my stream. And I'm like, I'm very open and honest about where I'm at. But
Mhm.
there are people like my coworkers or some certain levels of friends. Not everybody has to be invited into your inner sanctum and know where you're at or why you're there. They just know you're off, or they just know that you haven't spoken to them in a while. They just know that you're a little bit withdrawn. But then when you come out of it, they don't understand. They're just like, oh, just because I didn't invite you into my depression dungeon
Mhm.
doesn't mean that I wasn't there. Just because you didn't experience with me doesn't negate the fact that I was experiencing. Or that the door is still fucking open. I just decided that it was time for me to get some, touch some grass and get some sun.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you have to proclaim it to the world and tell every single person that you ever come in contact with, especially people that you don't have a regular contact with, that that I've been going through this. And so when like it's especially hard when someone that you don't have normal contact with, like when you're depressed, there's no energy to do stuff. There's no energy to text. There's no all the energy goes into making it from one moment to the next. That's
Yeah.
right. So
Oh,
the
I gotta
hygiene
pee.
goes out the way.
Oh, I
Go
gotta
pee.
take my meds. No,
Oh,
no,
I
no,
thought
no.
oh,
It's
I
just
thought you
one
meant
of
like
those.
right now you need to
No,
go
no, no.
pee.
No, I already did that. It's like
Yeah.
it's just like you're letting me
Everything
going.
is
I gotta
so
get
much
out.
effort.
Yes.
Right? So the idea of like texting back is like no, you look at the message, you might swipe it, but it's like no, I don't have the energy.
I don't even, and I've told this in my past episodes, I don't
Mhm.
even click on the message so they don't see that I've read it.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I'm the same way. I'm like, because I'd rather leave it unread as if like I didn't see it because that's essentially I don't have the energy to even process any of it. And so, but there's people that, especially people that don't talk to, people that don't talk to on a regular basis, you probably don't let into that whole I this is what I'm going through. And then all of a sudden they want to start talking and you don't respond, and then they get offended, and you're like, and then you feel like having to deal with that when you finally do respond. I'm like,
When you finally actually get the energy and you finally get out of it and you finally
yeah,
become normal yourself, and you're like, well, where have you been?
yeah. And you're like, oh, I don't need that. That's not, yeah.
And it's so bad. I was like, then that's also the guilt of when you start feeling better. The guilt of feeling better is that you're just like, the choices that you made for survival
Yes.
do have consequences. And I'm not negating that either. And I am absolutely having to face the consequences of my choices and understanding that. But I also don't have to I don't have to trauma dump and go into great detail, especially the past 3 weeks, because a lot of it is not mine to tell. Yeah. I've been going through some really hard family stuff. And you know what? I have not been in a place. And it's simple as keep it generic.
Yeah.
What is an inner circle? I keep everyone on a little distance. I can't let people get close because my brain will go on fire. I'm just not ready to let people close too much trauma to unpack. And that's fair. And no one's saying that you have to have an inner circle. And we're not saying, hey, you have to have an inner circle. Help to. And your support system can still support you without having to be your inner circle. And some people overcompensate me, whereas I let too many people in my inner circle. And then I started having to weed people out of it. You don't have to allow anyone access to yourself unless you're ready.
You control that level of access. You control that level of communication. People are not entitled to be wherever they want to be. People don't get that choice. You get that choice.
So many people were like, well, let somebody in. You need to let them in. Let me in.
Oh, especially if it's family. People say that about family all the time. It pisses me off. Yeah. But their family is is practically a trigger for me right now. It's like that phrase. I was watching a TV show and the character was like, "Yeah, but they're your family," and I went,
"Yeah." No. And my family did more damage to me than any of my fucking friends. So you can go sit on it and spin.
Exactly.
But this goes back to just because they want to doesn't mean you have to let them. And it will, like, I know for me, it feels like guilty of, you can be, this is one that bothers me a lot. Especially for those who I don't allow myself to be vulnerable with. You can be vulnerable with me, right? I want you to be vulnerable with me. I appreciate that you want to be there for me. And I appreciate that you want to make space for me and that you're offering that space for me. I appreciate that. However, just because I'm not letting you in my inner sanctum does not mean I don't care about you, does not mean I don't value you as a person, and I don't value you in my life. And just like how I feel about you doesn't equate with the same. Just because I don't feel like you're somebody that I can let hear does not mean I don't care about you. And just because you think that if I cared about you, I would do X, Y, and Z doesn't mean
you have to.
I have to.
They're not entitled.
Yeah. You feel entitled that you think that I don't care about you, or I may not value you as a person or a friend or somebody that I'm close to. No, it just means that I have to be very selective of the people that I'm vulnerable with.
And just because they allow you into their inner circle does not mean you have to allow them into yours. It is not reciprocal. It can be, but it does not have to be. And that's hard to understand. If you're a friend that lets someone else into your inner circle, but they don't let you, it can be hard to reconcile that, especially because it feels unfair. But they're not the same thing. Someone can, because of vulnerability, allowing someone to be or getting that vulnerability is often creating a safe space, not judging them. Like someone else can be that for you, where you can tell them whatever and they won't judge you and they'll listen, and that's fine and that's great. They do that for you, but that doesn't mean that you can do that. You're doing that with them. It's very easy for me someone who wants to be vulnerable, but then I turn around and judge them. I say things that make them not feel safe that they can tell me that can exist at the same time. Just because one doesn't mean the other. And it's hard for people to understand that. It's hard for people to accept that.
And that's also, that coincides with Trauma bonding / depression buddies.
Ooh. Yeah.
When you are going through, it is easy for you to bond with somebody when one, they're going through some type of trauma and you are. That's what trauma bonding is, and trauma bond and depression buddies. This person's depressed, I'm depressed, we're going to be depressed together in our own misery, and then you start feeling better, and then you or that person starts feeling better and starts feeling good, but neither one of you's in the same place now. And you feel betrayed, or you feel like you're betraying that other person.
You can't be happy because they're not happy. You
can still be supportive and still be depression buddies in a support system and not have to be in the same sad space at the same time. I do that for others, but feel like feeling because I can't open up to somebody, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Opening up to a professional is the most important part. Because everybody else, they're not professionals.
Yeah.
Everybody else is still fucked up. Everybody else is flawed. Just like we say at the beginning of the episode, we are not professionals. We are not. Don't take what we say. We're not giving out fucking advice here. Don't take what we say as any type of professional advice. We're not. We're just spouting off our own points of view and experiences. And, we have come back and said, we're fucking wrong.
Especially if you there was a point where you couldn't, because, starting to go to therapy is a difficult step. It can be a difficult transition. So especially if you weren't even open to a professional and then you did. Yeah, it takes you. That's growth. That's progress. Being able to trust a professional, because it's not always easy, especially if you had a lot of trauma, especially if you've never done it before. So,
not all professionals are created equal, especially when you've had professionals that weren't helpful or did more damage than good. I've had those too.
Yeah.
And not like some. I have an opinion. Not all professionals are created equal.
They're not.
Just because they hold a license and they hold a couple letters behind their title does not mean that they're good, or they aren't toxic, or they're not feeding you the wrong information. I've had to undo for, and it sucks.
Yeah. And sometimes it is that it's not that they're necessarily unhealthy or toxic, is that they are not the best professional for you, especially because a lot of them I found have specializations. This is the kind of area that they focus a lot on, and if that's what you're going through, great. But if they're not, maybe that's not the best professional for you, because you're not, and so that's what it's about finding. And it's hard to find the right professional. I've gone through several of them.
And maybe that's the professional that you needed at the time, and you can outgrow your therapist. You can go, okay, listen, I think we've gone far enough for you and I together, and now it's time for me to focus on something else, and this person's going to help me in that area.
Yes.
And that's okay too.
Yep.
Tell me some BS about my Crohn's that cause more harm than good. And the guest. Yeah, see, exactly. And I've had some... And sometimes their therapy techniques, like I had one therapist who was basically a talk therapist. She's just going to lead you and you're just going to talk it out yourself. She was nice as all get out, and I really liked talking to her, but I'm like, I don't need somebody to just sit there and listen to me. I got friends for that. I need somebody who's going to tell me the truth and is going to give me advice. And yes, am I going to talk? She's going to lead me to talk things out. Yes, but she's also going to give me skills, and she's going to give me things or whatever. And so I just realized that wasn't the type of therapy for me, and that's okay too. So, and everybody approaches how they do their practice differently. Just like your friends. Some of your friends, like Sean will deal with my problems way differently than, say, Jay or Calvino or Bear. And it's all different. How they deal with the information that you provide them is different, because they're people. They're still people. So, but we got way off track.
You know what? Our episode is what we make of it. So
That
we are
is
we
that
are
is
we
true.
are our the track is where we go with it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Choo choo.
Choo. All right.
Have you seen
Choo.
K-pop Demon Hunters?
I actually just watched it yesterday.
Isn't
I
it the
did.
best? Isn't it the best? I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it. I'm fucking obsessed.
I've heard the song so much lately. I was like, okay, I just need to watch it. And I did. And yes, it's good. I will admit
Yeah.
that it is good. And
Yeah.
those songs get stuck in your head.
On repeat. On repeat.
It's like
My
they
kids-
designed them to
See,
be earworms.
They're amazing. They're really amazing. And
They
yes,
are.
I watch them even when my kids aren't in, and I listen to them even when my kids aren't around, and it's still fucking great.
Yes.
And I'm not ashamed of that either.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Even though my oldest was a huge K-pop like obsessed girl last year, like
of your
as a whole genre. Hey, listen, 2025 Frozen. It is the 2025 Frozen.
It
And
is.
you know what?
You're right.
I
You're
liked
right.
Frozen too. Still not ashamed of that either. You know what? There's a reason they last forever. If they're that good, let them be that good. I think so many people are ashamed. Oh my God. I can't believe it's popular because
Go back.
me too.
There, I said it. Come at me.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We are coming out on Waking Up here on the Waking Up. We
I
like
am making it
Nickelback.
official.
We
Go
do.
Nickelback.
We are Nickelback. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna come out of the closet as Nickelback. fans.
Totally
Okay.
are. But I mean, to the
That's fine.
fully side eye. You know what? Side eye and Black Jesus. That's what that is.
Here's my graph. Yeah, no, it's like you said choo choo. It's like every time it's like Teddy Bears and choo. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, it's just I think the biggest thing.
Jay, we're gonna have to talk about that. I feel like there's a story behind this. We're gonna have to talk about it.
Oh, I already know his story.
Oh,
He
I
holds a
don't.
grudge about anyone.
Oh, okay. Well, this will be an offline. I mean, like,
It is because they were probably acting like an asshole to him.
mm-hmm.
But were you?
Yeah.
But I'm just questioning, and I have to ask myself the same question:
That is a valid.
was this person?
I mean, you know, Jay did say at the very beginning he did not come to this podcast to be attacked.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, but Sean, we're both just as guilty.
Yes.
We fucking hate this person.
I've hated this person for so long. Really? Because you were in a different place in your life back then. Maybe we should try that again.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Everybody is allowed to hate somebody.
Yeah.
No, actually, they were legit assholes to everyone at the event. See, okay. I mean, that's fair.
There you go. All right.
That's fair.
Now, is he talking about K-pop or is he talking about?
No, Nickelback.
I was like, he met K-pop. How did that happen? How did he make the Demon Hunters? That's
When you start feeling better after any type of mental health episode, be it a manic episode, depressive episode, etc., insert whatever here. Grief, a period of grief, like especially when you lose somebody that you love near and dear, and then that time of you think you're gonna be, and you still feel it's not even dulled. It's just they've learned to live any less. It just means that now and it's the same thing with depression. Just because the depression's still there. I have clinical depression, which means my brain chemistry is kind of at any moment, it's like a time bomb can just go. But you, I know you were happy yesterday, but that's fine. We're gonna send
We're
you.
done
to
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mean that it's done, it's healed, you're done, you're moving on, and it just means, just like we kept saying, your capacity and your resilience and your strength to go, I am no longer my grief. I am no longer my depression. My brain and my body and my emotions have decided I'm strong enough to hold space for the sadness and the pain and the whatever, to hold space for this, as well as hold space for the joy. And it does, as well as you living with it. Because again, we want it to be one or the other. You either sad or happy. You can't be both.
Yeah.
You can't you super care about and then all of a sudden find somebody who makes you laugh and makes you feel good. You can't do that because then you're betraying the grief and you're betraying this. No, you're not. What you're doing is you're allowing yourself to exist with both things in the same space. I can openly admit I have a deep capacity to feel sadness and anger. And my emotions feel very large, and I feel them very large and intensely. And just because I'm starting to come out of it, I'm starting to laugh and feel good and want to put on makeup, and I actually want to feel pretty, and I want to do my things, feel good again, does not negate or minimize the fact that 2 weeks ago, my stream did it again. I got to figure something out with my computer. But, does not
looks fine to me.
Oh, it flickered on my
no, there it goes. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Does not negate the fact that 2 weeks ago I was in the darkest place of my life. I honestly didn't think, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't, just because I knew that the storm will eventually run out of rain doesn't mean that what I was going through was any less. And just because my storm ran out of rain and I'm seeing the light through the clouds doesn't mean that the seas still aren't a little choppy. And that doesn't mean that there's, and I think that so many people see, oh, you're fine now, right? It must have been that bad. I mean, it really wasn't that bad because look at, like, that was just a couple weeks ago. You're fine now, right? Like, because, starting to come out of the frost, and I was telling her, I was like, I'm really, really nervous because I can tell that this, it's fine. She goes, what you don't know and you don't understand is just exactly, even like what you're not seeing through the sadness and the numbness, is just how resilient you really are and how resilient you can be. And that's sort of what I'm sort of facing. It's like, oh, I'm strong enough that I'm starting to not feel the sadness anymore. I survived the storm. I survived that.
That you survived.
You survived. And I think there's something to be said about that. Instead of judging somebody going, well, 2 weeks ago you said you were really, really bad. Now you seem happy and fine and perky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Like you have to adhere to someone else's timeline. Someone's too short timeline, too long timeline.
Yeah, it's like a lose-lose situation.
Timeline is the timeline.
Yeah. It's like, and my other question is like, it's like when people think, oh, well, it's too soon or something. What exactly are the steps that I'm supposed? Next day I start laughing at things, and then the next day I like what does it look like for you?
Yeah, that's what it feels like, is they have an expectation of what your recovery is going to look like. You're like, no, because our own recovery doesn't feel like it's not. We don't know that, okay, X, Y, and Z necessarily is going to happen. We just know that there's a point where we start feeling certain things.
Anybody feel like it's like depression or any type of mental disorder, or ADHD, whatever, anxiety? It doesn't feel like Russian roulette sometimes. You're like,
yeah, you wake up and you're like, okay, what's today gonna be? Spin it, click. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I've had one manic depressive episode to be hospitalized, and you know what? That's asking for help, and that's okay too.
Yes,
and it sucks. It sucks.
There's still so much stigma in our society. There is a tendency for black and white because it's easy. Black and white is easy, but life is so much in the gray. Almost nearly everything's in the gray, and so the tendency of the black and white, it's A or B. It can't be both. Yeah, it can.
That's the one thing I did like about Inside Out. So much through that movie, and I didn't quite understand it at first until I started doing my intern all the time. And sadness, like you couldn't feel sad. Sad was bad. Sad was that.
Yes.
Anger was fine.
Yes.
Anger was fine. Disgust was fine. Like, but like you couldn't be sad. And then realizing in the end of the movie, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but I mean, sorry.
It's been a few years.
Yeah. So realizing that your core memories, they're made up of a mixture. And you're allowed to have that bittersweet feeling of, I was really sad in this moment, but it was a happy moment. Or I was really happy, but it's tinged with something else. And how you're made up of there's like the emotions aren't their own little bubble.
Yeah.
It's a mix of all of these. And I can be happy right now and still feel sad or worried or and anxious. And I think I know for me, it's like the past couple of this weekend, I'm like, I took care of myself this weekend. I wonder if people are actually going to, because I still have hard roads ahead of me, especially with my kids, what's going on with my kids. Doesn't mean I worry any less. It doesn't mean I'm scared any less. That doesn't mean that I'm not feeling the trauma of certain nights any less. It just means that I'm not going to now live in those moments forever, because I don't want to live in those moments forever. And that's okay too. I have to allow myself, and I'm trying to allow myself that grace. And I'm very lucky that like Sean will yell at me. Ooh, no, it can't. It's black or white. Gray is never an option. All right.
I've
lived you and Sean like related.
It sounds like, because that's been my life almost my entire life, is that I still struggle with that black, white, and gray. Yeah, it's still a thing. Yeah. I like the permission slips are powerful. I'm allowed this. And it's not because of what anyone else says. It's not anyone else's opinion. This is my permission slip. I am allowed to feel this way. I'm allowed to enjoy this. I'm allowed to laugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yesterday, what did I texted you yesterday? Okay, so I worked on my garage from 8:30 to 1:30.
I was excited for you for that. I was proud of you for that. That was a big moment to go, I am choosing to do some self-care. There you go. Absolutely.
I mean, I earned it. So I was like, I gave myself permission.
Good steps. Yeah. You get taking self-care because you feel like you earned it is a movement in the right direction. And
I
so
still did it.
Yeah, the fact is you did it. You did the self-care. Whatever the motivation, you did it. And that is very powerful. I'm very proud of you for that. So you feeling pretty?
I baby steps.
Are you feeling bonita?
No. Am I feeling human?
Yeah. There we go.
Again, baby steps. I ain't feeling pretty. I ain't feeling like I look good, but I at least feel like I don't look like I had been hit by a Mack truck and what did I say? A dump truck on fire running down.
Yeah. Depression puts you in a place where you just feel,
which affect your skin and your hair and all your shit.
Yeah. So when you're like, that's
how I know, I know. Okay, before we go, as we sign off, this will be our question, and for the audience and for you, Sean, what is the one self-care thing that you do that is your clear direction? I'll tell you mine. This is how I knew I was moving out of.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in a bad depressive episode, when I'm going through a hard time, and I tried very hard to take care of my skin. Now is the age showing on my face? Yeah. But I'm not going to get Botox. I'm not going to do those things. I mean, it is what it is. But I do try to take care of it. But it's when I stop that, and I just goes out the window. So it's when I start going, I really need to wash my face, and I really need to. I just go, I'm actually trying to take care of myself. Like, oh, hey, there's a light at the end of the tunnel in the form of hydraulic acid or whatever.
Yeah.
Hydrochloric acid, I think. I don't know, whatever it is.
For me, I would say uh one is showering. Like it's been like 2 weeks since I showered, but it's like choosing to want to shower. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower this getting up and like I'm gonna take a shower. But the other is the desire to communicate to people, to respond to text messages. Like if I'm in an episode, I still may do it, but it's very scant. It's very limited.
Yeah.
So when I get to the point where I'm like, "Oh, someone messaged me. It's so and so messaged me," and I actually want to say something back,
Or you message somebody first.
especially just like if it's just hey, messaging someone first, that's a big deal. Hey, how's it going? What are you doing?
I know. It's like it's hard to say. I just say HA because that's what is a lot of the abbreviations. Is HA.
Hyaluronic. That sounds way too much
acid.
like hydrochloric acid. Like
Yeah, I said hydrochloric, and that's the
I
bad
don't
one.
think
But
you
like,
want to. I don't think you want to.
no. But like
Yeah.
it's like like it's like using the serums and washing my face instead of just like okay, I'm gonna rinse it off and rinse off the makeup.
Yeah.
Right.
Desire.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on makeup because I want to feel pretty. No.
It does. It comes from a very different place.
Yes. So, anyway, yay!
I don't have the Rona, it's just allergies.
We were talking about Sean has had the Rona twice.
No, actually, I think I've had it 3 times.
Oh,
I'm pretty
3
sure
times.
The last time was the 3rd time. Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd time. He said he's pretty much contracted almost every single variant.
I'm collecting them all. It's like Pokemon. I want to collect them all.
So I'm like, he says it because the new variant now doesn't present with a cough or a head or a fever. It presents with a sore throat. And he says he has a sore throat. I was like, you have fucking Rona. And he's like, no, I don't. I was
That
like,
was.
you said that
told
last
you,
time too.
I messaged you this morning and said, I think I'm getting sick. I woke up with a sore throat. One word response from you, COVID. I was like, no, I rebuke that. It probably is though.
Yeah. All right.
Keep
Well,
back
I hope you feel better. Test. Can you test for me, please?
already. Like I feel like I should. If I'm going to test, I should wait a little bit to see if it.
Okay, if you still feel, if your throat
Like
feels
tomorrow, if I wake up tomorrow progressed where I progressed, then I'll
even
test.
later this evening.
Okay, later this evening.
If after your
I need
stream,
to go grocery shopping. Ugh,
Yeah.
I need to go grocery shopping.
if after, oh yeah, okay, don't test as you go out in public. That's fine.
Yeah. Right now I am planning to stream tonight, but if I start feeling worse, then I won't. And I'll post it in Discord. So if I do stream tonight, it'll be 6:30 Eastern on my channel.
If he chooses not to stream, then I will go in his stead and I won't build. I will do so. I will game. How's that?
to do something. All right.
You know,
What?
we need to bring back 76 Sundays. I feel like
We
76
do.
Sundays needs to happen again.
We should
so
fire.
close.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
We have Sean tonight on his channel. Then also our friend Nev, he also streams tonight. Zarknor,
Yep.
we love him, and he streams on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesday we have 3 Bards and a Dragon on Twitch _AOA.
Team _AOA.
Team A underscore whatever, one of those, and that's on Tuesday nights. Jay's eventually gonna start streaming again. He's just gotta figure his life out. And then Nev's on Thursdays, and
That's back to
then on Sundays. I'm
do
eventually
we-
gonna start streaming solo again.
Do we want to talk about November the 8th real quick? Do we want to just throw that out there?
Yes. So we are at Team AOA. We also did it back when we were part of the BSBN. We started doing a Veterans Day stream, and we pick an organization, a veteran support organization, where we raise money for. And it's our charity stream. They do a lot of races and no cost to the veterans. They raise money strictly. They are amazing, but they do outreach across the country, and they're just so great. And we also have one of our friends who is a vet who has benefited so much from them, and they're just so nice. I get chills. Like I love them. They're just great.
Yeah, they were great to work with.
They are so great and so supportive, and they are always appreciative of. They hopped in our stream. They're so appreciative of just any donation. Anything that, so on November 8th, because Veterans Day is usually 11/11, but because all of us are grown-ups and have jobs, and it's taking off work for 12 hours is very difficult. So we decided, we made the executive decision, for the first time, we're not going to be doing it on Veterans Day. We're going to do it the Saturday before, which is November 8th. And November 8th, and we're going to be doing like a 12-hour stream, probably going to be starting later our time, like 10 or 11 our Central Time, and then go on through the evening. And so I know that a lot of our people across the pond, but we would love for you to join us just to keep us company or watch us. But it's for a great cause. And so we actually are considering, we're going to be doing, it's car themed again, and which is a lot of fun.
Oh, that was so much fun.
A lot of racing, a lot of different car games, car mechanic games, just different, it was Car Mechanic Simulator.
Oh, my Car Mechanic Simulator was great. We had our two trying to teach us how to fix cars in Car Mechanic Simulator.
Not disassemble.
Put the hood back on.
It was but we're actually going to add some games, and like
maybe some people.
And we're going to add some people, hopefully. So we'll probably have some guests with us that I'm actually pretty, let's hopefully, but we'll see. They haven't accepted yet, so we won't say who they are, but we're very excited. And so please mark your calendars, any type of and even if you don't donate, please just show up and support us. Absolutely. It's great. The more more people we can get to show up to our streams, the more outreach we have, and it's just an amazing organization. So
I put the link in the chat. Anybody wants to go check them out?
Yes, you can fix cars. I thought you just leased a new one.
I mean, that is true. Yeah.
I can put an engine together. Oh, well, Ashley, you're doing better than me. I can barely check my windshield wiper fluid. I'm like, where does it go? So it's fun.
That blinker fluid is tough too.
So anyway, thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. Show up for Sean's stream tonight. If he doesn't stream, then he'll message me. He'll message the Discord, and I will. Sunday. Oh, it may be if I can find the thing. I don't know.
Last week,
you don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
The bear's coming with the cub. It's boom.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah. 3 out of 3.
I think it called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me?
No, we didn't.
We're live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
The bear's coming with the cub. It's boom.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
3 out of 3. I think it called.